Oh, I can't remember that.
I think so. I don't have my glasses on, but I think that's Mike. La la la. Hello, hello. People on Facebook will tell us if they can hear us. Can you hear? Mana mana dee 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 dee. Mana mana dee 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 dee. Mana mana dee 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 dee. Hey everybody, can you hear us now? See us now? You can't see anything right now because I am not there, but we are hoping that you can hear it. Oh, Cindy says she can hear us. Good job, Cindy. Very nice. Okay, looks like we're good to go, right? Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, or midday. Okay, I think it's just Susie and I today. I don't think Katie's joining us. So Susie's going to do her best to capture questions in the feed as we go through the day or the morning, I guess. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Happy Thanksgiving week, which also means it is Black Friday week. Woo, 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 woo. So, boy, all kinds of deals going on the website this week. And the one thing about Crafters Companion is they run that Black Friday special all week. Now, however, if you wait till the end of the week, then you may have some trouble getting what you want. We may run out of things.
She's on because somebody just posted under Totally Tiffany.
Oh, Katie did? Somebody's there?
It wasn't me, so.
It's Katie. Oh, she's there. Woo, woo. Hi, Katie. She just popped on. Woo, woo. I wasn't sure if you were joining us today, so I'm so glad that you're here. Okay, so we have Susie and Katie, which means we're going to catch all of your, well, we're going to do our best to catch all of your questions today in the feed. First, basic announcements. It is Black Friday week. I started talking about that. So everything on the website, crafterscompanion.com. If you go crafterscompanion.com/collections/Totally Tiffany, you'll get all the Totally Tiffany products on one page. They're not organized very well, but they will all be there, so it's easy to scroll through. There are some bundles and stuff going on this week, but everything is on sale. I think might be 30% off through the week. So, but if there are things that you want, please don't wait to order them, because definitely by the end of the week, some of the things will be sold out. Okay, what else do I need to tell you? Toolboxes are selling like hotcakes on the shops that have them. Stephanie Bernard, the Stamps of Life, has the 9x4. She got her second or maybe her third shipment in and has already sold out through these two. The 9x4 is still available on the Stamps of Life website. So if you're looking for toolboxes or they're on your Christmas list or on the Christmas list of fellow crafters, you can get the 9x4 from Stephanie right now. You can click the notify me button on the other two sizes and you'll know when they come in. Stephanie believes she'll have them next week, or she's hoping to have them next week. Staying on the Stamps of Life website, I don't know if you all know this or not, but if you are a club member with Stephanie, the Stamps of Life, you get 15% off everything on her website, not just Stamps of Life products, but Totally Tiffany products as well. So that's a great place to shop. And she carries the majority of stuff. She tries her best to keep it in stock. She doesn't carry the bigger items, the hard to ship items. But so if you are somebody who's regularly shopping the Stamps of Life, but you're not a club member, you might want to look at joining one of the clubs, because you could save as much on your other purchases as you spend being a club member. So it's a good mix there. Excuse me. All right, what else do we need to talk about today? I talked last week, I think, no, not last week, the week before last, about using Slide Stash and Store versus using bins. And I got some questions about that. So one of the things that I was talking about is the upside to Slide Stash and Store is that they're flat, right? They slide in and out past each other, and there's no loss of space. Well, the questions I got were, I don't understand what you're talking about the loss of space. So I pulled out a couple of bins. So you can see that the space between, so this one, I'm going to line it up on my thing here. This one, you lose 1.5 inches of shelf space with every 2 bins, right? So, or I guess 3/4 of an inch per bin, however you want to look at it. But you can see all of this space on your shelf. If the bins were flat, there's no loss of space between the 2 bins like there are with Slide Stash and Store. So, and that was kind of the question. What do you mean I'm losing space? So all that space, one. The second thing is that some bins like these have these little inserts in them. All of this is to help stack it up when you ship it. But they also have slanted sides. So if you're storing something in them, I'm trying to find something that's kind of straight up and down. I guess paint bottles are a good example. When you've got things that you're storing straight up and down, these are kind of short, you also lose that space where the bin goes out because you can't fill all the way across, right? Like a flat bin, you could fill side to side, front to back. But with these thing, you have that, I don't know, you can try it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it any better. But so you have this gap where these aren't really tall enough to illustrate it as well, but you lose another 1/2 inch of space where this fans out that you can't fill in. If you're storing something like paints or whatever, if you're storing something in there like loose flowers, they're going to fill edge to edge. But just some things to keep in mind as you're choosing those items. But in this case, if I was using something smaller, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I would lose about 6 inches of shelf space because of the gap, probably more actually, 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, a little more than 6 inches of shelf space because of the gap in my thing. So that's what I was talking about the other day or last week, 2 weeks ago. And I was talking about having that space. Now, I guess I should also talk about that because today, this afternoon, we are going to be at 6 o'clock Mountain, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 Eastern. We're going to be on Paper Crafters Workshop, and I'm just going to be talking about using Totally Tiffany products to organize your IKEA Kallax Expedit type cubes. So we're going to see all the different products that fit well in those cubes and how to use them in those cubes. So if you're around tonight, I hope you'll join us on Paper Crafters Workshop as we go through how to organize your Kallax. How to organize your Kallax cube. What is it, Susie? What can I tell you today?
Okay, Cheryl wants to know, when will SBC have the toolboxes?
When will SBC have the toolboxes? I'm pretty sure the toolboxes have shipped to scrapbook.com already. So they should they'll probably have them on the website, maybe even this week or definitely next week, because I'm 100% sure they're going to have them. Paper Crafters Workshop in Canada has them also. We launched them last week in Canada with Paper Crafters Workshop, and they do also ship to the US. I don't know what their shipping rates are, but they do ship to the US. So that tonight, Paper Crafters Workshop, Facebook, that's where we will be doing a live stream talking about organizing Kallax as well.
Somebody wanted you to repeat the hours for tonight.
8 o'clock Eastern, Paper Crafters Workshop, 8 o'clock Eastern tonight, which is 5 o'clock Pacific.
All right, and Eugene is asking, any news on the 3-drawer storage and supply case?
Eugene, I don't know. I just can't. I've just sort of given up on all of those. I'm sorry. I don't. I haven't gotten an update on it. I know it's done. I know the packaging is done. I don't know. I don't know when it's going to be out. I think one of the things that I like to do, and that I think is good for customers, is to tell people these things are coming, right? It's one of the reasons to watch Tuesday Live, because you get to see these ideas that are brewing in my head, and then you get to offer your opinion. And then when they get close, you kind of know, and you can plan for it. And that's a kind of a little different philosophy, I think, than Crafter's Companion. They like to surprise us with things coming out. So yeah, I don't know. They haven't told me. They haven't committed.
And let's see, Jeanette wants to know, will you be selling the desk made die file again?
Desk Made die file. Don't know. That's another thing that they say, oh, we're looking for a new factory for that. They're looking for factories in Mexico, I think, because the importing is easier and faster and less expensive. But I haven't gotten any updates on that either. So, no.
All right. Tammy is asking, will the 9x4 toolbox hold the CTMH ink pads?
Will the 9x4 toolbox hold the close to my heart ink pads? Let us see. Let's check that out. Those are old close to my heart ink pads. Okay, I know you're here. I know you're here, my Barbara bag with CTMH ink pads. I know you're here, but where are you? Now I'm trying to think, did I take those somewhere? One of the things, right, we all do with moving around is, yeah, oh, there they are, right there. Let's check it out. That might be an excellent use for the 9x4 toolbox. Oh, I didn't even think about that. This is what I mean. Once we release something new, you guys always come up with, yeah, that's a pretty good fit, actually. So you could probably get, that's 10, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 10. So you could probably get another 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you could easily get another 5 in. So you could do 15 close to my heart ink pads, and these are the flip type magnetic. Should put them on this end. And then you could stand it this way to keep them flat if that's your goal. So yeah, that's an excellent use of that. I'll try to get a couple pictures of it and get them off to Katie, and we'll get those shared on social media so you can, yeah, that's a great use, especially because these are heavier with the magnets in them. So this is a great bag for that. So yeah, 10 in your Barbara, 15 in your 9x4 toolbox. Perfect. I love this kind of stuff. All right. Anybody else got anything else going on today?
I got more for you.
Okay. Susie's got some things.
Donna wants to know, do you know when the replacement bags will be sent out for the bags that hold the Tim Holtz pads that were too small?
The chastity bag, let me see if I have a response. I did send an email off this morning asking about that, what the status was on that. Let's see if I got a response back yet. It does not look like it. No. Now that I'm looking at my email, though, on a totally off topic note, if you have never tried Sherry's Berries, I'm not getting any kickback from Sherry's Berries, but I send them to my mother-in-law every holiday. She's down in Florida with her other kids and grandkids, and everyone loves them. So if that's something you're thinking of sending for the holidays, Sherry's Berries, they're amazing. Everyone loves them. Question from Sue Rains. Will Crafter's Companion carry the toolboxes? Don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There's the weird things between the U.S. warehouse. We have them in the U.S. We're obviously stocking the Stamps of Life and Scrapbook.com and all the other Paper Crafters warehouse. But for some reason, they can't get the new website to talk to the U.S. warehouse. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they will or not.
Let's see. I got more for you.
All right.
Shirley wants to know, are the 10-inch slide station stores available yet?
No, the 10-inch slide station stores still not available again.
Okay, well, you're going to like this one. I got a good one for you. You're going to love it.
All
right. Let's see where to go. Barb wants to know, what's the best bag for washi tape?
Best bag for washi tape, Barb wants to know. Well, the Shelly Buddy bag was designed for washi tape. That's why she came into the world. And she's 11 inches long, so she'll hold up to about 20 rolls of washi tape. Now, if all of your washi tape is a 1/4 inch, then it's going to hold 80. But if all of your washi tape is an inch, it's only going to hold 10. So keep that in mind. You've got about 20 inches in the Shelly. So if you're not a washi tape junkie, the Shelly Buddy Bag is perfect. If you are a washi tape junkie, then my recommendation is going to be the 6-drawer storage and supply case, which is this one, and it will hold lots and lots of washi tape. You've got 6 little pull-out drawers. And something to keep in mind, Susie's going to grab one. Something to keep in mind right now. So here's what it looks like loaded up. And then mine just sit on the shelf stacked up, right? So I have like this little shelving unit. I'll open this one so you can kind of get a, right? I just fold back the flaps, stack them like this. Now remember, you can go up to 3 high. So, and I've just got the fronts of the drawers labeled, so I can just pull out whatever color or design or theme or whatever it is. So remember that all 4 of the smaller version of the storage and supply case, all of them are on sale today. And they can all be stacked up and the drawers can be mixed and matched. So if you only have 3 drawers worth of washi tape, but you have 1 drawer with something else in it that you want to store next to your washi tape, the 6 drawer, the 2 drawer, and the 4 drawer, you can swap around the drawers to create exactly the storage that you need. So for washi tape, if you're at all a washi tape junkie, I would go with the 6-drawer storage and supply case. One of the things I really like about the drawers is that you can take that out and set that on your workspace and work in and out of it. So this is birthday. I think there's a lot of different things in there I might be choosing. I don't have stuff spread all over my workspace. I can just stuff it back in the drawer. And then when I'm done using it, I can just put the drawer back in to the bag. Right, but they work great, just kind of stacked up on your shelf. So Shelly or the 6-drawer storage supply case.
There's someone wanting to know how to store Tim Holtz sprays. Quite a few, and was looking to have as many in one container instead of a lot of smaller containers. I prefer the buddy bag type storage.
The Tim Holtz sprays are, how big is my question? Let's see. So I have, this is the Stephanie Buddy bag. So this is a Tim Holtz paint. This is a Tim Holtz dauber. Do I have a Tim Holtz spray? Susie, if you look up here on the wall, there is one of those bins that says Tim Holtz probably on it. It's probably, yeah, is there any spray bottles in there? Yeah.
I just see a bunch of distress ink.
That's the same thing I have. Yeah, that one. So depending on the height of them, I think that this Tim Holtz stuff is the same height as, let me see here. That's not. As if someone could give me, if anybody has a Tim Holtz thing handy and they could tell me the size of it, that would be great. And then I would be able to answer.
Somebody says, Lynn says I put Tim Holtz sprays in the slimline storage case.
Oh, the slimline storage box, which means they would also fit in, they're probably too. Yeah, so does that mean they're 4 inches tall? If the sprays are 4 inches tall, then they're going to fit even in like the, if you want to put as many of them together as you can. This is the Katja Buddy bag. And I think Katja will hold things that are a little bit taller. I think these rolls are 6 inches tall. Yeah. I'm trying to think, where do I have sprays? They're in that. Hang on, everybody. Hang on. Let me just look really quickly for a couple other spray.
Somebody's saying maybe 4.5 inches like the Crafter's Companion spray.
Maybe 4.5 inches like the Crafter's Companion spray. Let's take a look what I have here. So this bottle is a little over 5 inches tall. This bottle, Heidi Swap spray, is 4.5. So easy in the Katja bag would be a great choice for that. These are a little short for for the toolboxes though. So I would look at the Katcha Buddy Bag, or again, depending on how many you have. So Katcha is going to hold the most, or you could go with something like the Barbara Buddy Bag, which is probably going to hold about 10 of this size.
I had someone saying the product details list says the sprays go in the Gale Buddy Bag.
Oh, Gale Buddy Bag's probably going to then hold 10 straight across, or 8. I guess there's 8 in here. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. So Gale, if they're this 4.5 inch high, Gale is going to hold about 8. You're going to get probably 20.
Unless you need to save space for your booze.
Unless you need to save space for your mobile bar. You're probably going to get about 20 in the Katcha. You're going to get 8 in the Gale Buddy Bag. All right. What do we got next, sister?
All right. Let's see. Nora wants to know, do you sell Totally Tiffany in any retail stores like Michael's?
There's a lot of Totally Tiffany stuff on Michaels.com. There's a lot of Totally Tiffany stuff on Joann.com. Joann has some in-store stuff, but Joann stores are different. They have different levels of stores, and all the stores don't carry all the same things. So finding that in your local store, they haven't given us a list to circulate about what's where, but the .coms are probably the best place to find that stuff, and they have the most stuff. Okay. Let's see. Would the Tim Holtz rotary media trimmer fit in the slide stash in store, or do you have any other suggestions, please? Gloria Ralston. Gloria, if you can tell me how long that trimmer is and how wide it is, I would be happy to answer that question for you. I don't have that, and I have no idea. Or if you know what, I might have it in a different brand, right? So those products oftentimes are all made by the same manufacturer, and they just put different colors and logos on them. So if you know that there's something similar, I might have. But if you give me the dimensions, because I don't know, or if somebody has one handy, they can measure and give me the dimensions, that would be great.
Okay, Eugene wants to know, do you have a 2-pocket storage card for the Kiwi Lane case?
There is one. I don't know if you're asking that it's in stock. If you search Kiwi Lane, probably on the Crafters Companion website, it would pop up. But we do make a 2-pocket card for that, 6x6, like 2 pockets. So it does exist. I don't know if we have it or not.
All right, Shirley wants to know, what is the measurements for the individual drawers of the 6-drawer case?
The individual drawers for the 6-drawer case are 8.5 inches long by 2 inches wide by 2 inches tall. 8.5 by 2 by 2. That was easy.
Kathy wants to know, what's the name for the bag that holds the large punches? It also has 2 sides or 1 side.
The Store and Go bags, and they are newly refreshed. They're all a little bit longer now. So these are the older ones. I haven't moved mine over yet. It is on my to-do list, but there are 4 of these bags. There is a 1 inch, a 1.5 inch, which is what this is, and a 2 inch deep. And they were all originally 8.5 by 11 interior. We just made them a little bit longer, so now they will accommodate A4 paper as well as 8.5 by 11 paper and punches and all the other things. But they should. I don't know if they have them on the Crafters Companion website. So I'm sorry, I don't know. Probably scrapbook.com is going to have them. The new SKUs on them are probably easy-SAG, which would be easy to organize, easy-store and go SAG, and then the numbers afterwards, 2, 1, 1.5. And then there is also the double-sided 1 inch for stamps, for wood-mounted stamps, which I do have also right here. Roll my table around. So this is the double-sided 1 inch. This is a double-sided 1-inch. So it's got 2 drawers that pull out. So if you've got wood stamps, you can pull out the drawer to get to the stamps at the bottom of the drawer. But because the drawers are in there, everything stays nice and neat and standing up, which kind of allows you to create this library of wood-mounted stamps or small punches or anything, any other small supplies that you want to or need to go vertically with. So literally just, you're able to just stand up this type of thing on the shelf, put a label down the side, and then have easy access to those things. So the Store and Go bags come in 1-inch, 1.5 inch, 2-inch, and then a double-sided. So this is 2 1-inch bags put together. Now, the 1.5 and the 2 are designed to hold heavy stuff like these punches. So they've got this reinforced strap at the top. The double-sided bag is designed to carry the weight of wood stamps, not super light, but significantly lighter than punches. And it just has the handle in the middle. So I would not recommend putting small punches on both sides of this bag, just because you're going to get so much weight in there and you don't have that reinforced handle at the top. So just go with the 1-inch bags to be perfect.
All right, Tina is asking, when you number items in your catalogs, do you just number one up no matter what type of storage and tool they are located in? Or do you number based on type of storage or by type or by tool type?
So if I'm doing something like dies and stamps, stencils, embossing folders, things that are flat, like I have down here, and this is a great example. So it's heavy. I also think there's a question there about storing unmounted stamps. You can see that I have empty extra pockets here. So I went through and decided how many pockets are going to fit in each of these die stamp and supply organizers, and then every pocket gets a number, right? So these pockets fit in this space. I have room for more, so there's the stickers that are going to go with them, and so they're already numbered. The pockets are already numbered here for dies, stamps, embossing folders, stencils. That makes it's easy because the pockets only fit in certain ways, right? There's only certain different configurations you can use or will use, but you can see I have 5x7, 4x6. These are 6x6. No, these are 8x5. These are 8x8, right? So you can put in a variety of pockets, but they're all numbered already. And then when I get a new stamp set or die set that's going to go in this pocket, this is number 549. I already have the number ready to go. When you're talking about things like stamps and more dimensional items, stamps and punches, what I would do is I would take whatever that container is that I'm going to put them in this case, this, okay, and I would fill the container, and I think this is in the video, right, that the first thing you do is take your container and put everything in it that's you're going to put in there, and then start numbering, right? So you know that you're going to be able to fit X number in here and number all of those. And then when you go on to the next container, so this one's not totally full. Let's take a quick glance here. It looks like 136 is the biggest number I have in here, right? So I would label down the side the numbers that were in there. And then as soon as I added more, I would change the number on the side of the bag, right? So I have room in here to add maybe 5 or 10 more punches, depending on the size. As I added their number, I would change the label on the side of this to say what numbers are in there. And then they would go in the catalog by number. So it's a little bit different system for flat things that you're just going to continually load into these flat pockets in a limited amount of space, versus something like this where you don't know how many you can actually get in there until you start loading them in. So punches, wood-mounted stamps, even if you're using the 6-level stadium arranger, as you number those stamps going into the stadium arranger, you just leave that empty space and keep adding numbers. But again, there's no way to kind of advance number like I did with this. I hope that makes sense. It sounds, here's the problem with cataloging. It sounds so much more complicated than it actually is, but there are several videos and some printables and that kind of thing on the website. But I definitely, if you have a lot of things, cataloging is totally 100% worth the time, because I can bring anything into my collection. So these are like in the 500s, but I've got some space over here. There's an example, right? I have space in this one, 121 to 135. So if I've got something 4x6, it's going to go in here. This is a smaller space, right? Smaller pocket. So it's going to go in there. So the number that fit, and then the pockets are numbered. So I can just add them based on size. It doesn't matter that this is a Christmas stamp and the next thing behind it is a birthday stamp, because they're going to be in the catalog that way. And then I'm going to find them by number. So it does sound more complicated than it is, but once you start doing it, it's very simple. And if you can number, the reason I've done this many, many times, trying to come up with the best way to do it. And there's older videos where I did things a little bit differently, but knowing your space in advance and numbering everything in advance made it really, really easy for me to do. And I literally did, I don't know, I bet I have close to 1,000 pockets now in several of my die stamp and supply organizers. And even my embossing folders are here, right? So the same thing, it's the same. These are all numbered at the top. It's the same way. I know how many are going to fit. That's what's in this space. I've got stencils in the back. So, once you get a feel for it, it's a lot easier than it sounds.
All right.
What you got, Suze?
KBB Georgia Pete's is asking, can you please advocate with Crafter's Companion for Totally Tiffany site to come back? There was a U.S. warehouse sale last weekend and TT items were sold. So why can't we get the tool bag?
I'm 100% on your side. I definitely think that should happen. Probably though, what was happening with the U.S. with the U.S. website was, I just want to make sure I answered the stories. Okay. Everything on the sale was at the U.S. warehouse. So they're able to turn off the UK warehouse on the website and turn on the US warehouse. But what they're not able to do is run them both inventories at the same time. Sounds like I'm not 100% sure that that's the problem, but from what I've been able to glean in conversations, it sounds like that's what's going on there. So
sounds like they need a better web guy.
Maybe. Okay. The media rotary trimmer is 8 by 16 by 3. Yeah, no, probably too big for anything that we make. I do have some products. I know I've told you guys this for so long. You're probably like, sure you do. I do have some larger products in process, right? There are some larger things that I've asked for, samples out, or I've designed some larger things and asked for the factory samples of those. But I don't have any update on that stuff. So.
All right. Kathy wants to know, does Crafter's Companion carry any of the slide steps in store? I've been unable to find them.
Don't know. Inventory questions are, I guess, at this point are probably better addressed through customer service page. If you search slide, stash, and store and nothing came up, then it's probably not there. Although there are some fast fingers in the group. Susie's among them, but Barb Carlson might know. So if anybody knows if the slide stash and store are available on the TT website, if you can throw up a link to those. I know those are available on scrapbook.com. I'm pretty sure Stephanie has those at the Stamps of Life, that you're going to find them. Definitely those two places are going to have them. And we do have a couple of Amazon sellers. So there, you may also be able to find it on Amazon. And I know some people get nervous, like, is that the real thing? And yes, it is. We only have a couple of people who are authorized, or a few people, I guess, who are authorized to sell on Amazon. Those are TT products. You're going to get the same thing there. So worst case, you can definitely visit Amazon and see what you can find there. But I think scrapbook.com has it.
Danielle is asking, are the paper pockets and collection keepers discontinued?
No, they're not. We have them in the warehouse in the US right now. So go to scrapbook.com. They're not. We both are great sellers and have been for years. So if you're not finding them on the website, then I would definitely look scrapbook.com.
All right, Eugene is question 2 pockets for 12-inch border dies.
2 pockets for 12-inch border dies. I think that's about the Kiwi Lane. Maybe. Like we have the 6x6 pocket, and then there is the long. There's also, sorry, I forgot about that. There is a pocket that is for borders. That's 2 pockets stacked on top of each other. We do have it. So I would look at scrapbook.com if it's not, if you don't, if you're not seeing it on the Totally Tiffany website. I don't know that they're going to continue to carry that product on the Crafter's Companion website either. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
All right, Debbie is wanting to know, is there a live tonight about the Calyx storage?
Yes, there is a live tonight about the Calyx storage. For those of you who tuned in a few minutes after we started, it will be at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's 5 p.m. Pacific. We will be talking about how and what products fit well in your Calyx storage. And that is going to be on Paper Crafters Warehouse. I think they broadcast on their Facebook page, probably on their YouTube too, but definitely on their Facebook page. So look at Paper Crafters Warehouse. Maybe you want to hop on over and follow them so you know when things are going on. They are Canadian, but they do ship into the United States as well.
You said there are videos and printables on the website, but there's no longer a TT website, right?
Right. So if you search for things on the website, and they may have corrected the photo thing at this point. I didn't look today, but I know they were working on it. So if you type in how to sort dies, you'll get all the blocks of different products. And then some of those blocks are actually videos or blog posts. They're not actually products. I'm sure they're working out a way to make that a little more user friendly, but you just have to read the blocks and it will tell you what the topic is of a video or a blog post if it's not a product. And it's usually pretty obvious because unless they fixed it, there were just these weird black and white drawings of glasses, a briefcase, a boot, some other weird things, but it was all the same drawing. I know they were trying to change that to be specific to whatever the thing was. And so that may have happened and I just haven't seen it yet. But if you search that stuff, it'll pop up. You can also still find product grids. If you search product grids, they'll pop up. That blog post will pop up that has all the product grids on it. There just isn't. And once you, I don't know, maybe Barb has a link, or maybe even Katie, to that you could just share in the feed here. So you can bookmark that page and get back to it, or download all the product grids and save them, on your desktop or something if you want to have easier access to them. I don't know that the links in the product grids still work because I think they all link to the TT website, and since that's gone, I'm not sure if everything forwards. It might. If you click on it, it might take you to the new site, but if they haven't put in the 301 redirects yet, then it won't. All right. Anything else, Suze?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Are you keeping EMB folders, dies, and stencils all in the same container?
Am I keeping what? Embossing folders. Yeah, absolutely. It's so when I started doing this, I have space, like this one is all embossing folders, right? Because when I redid it, I just kind of grouped them together that way. But it doesn't mean that that's the only way. Or if I have embossing folders and stamps and stencils that all go together, then that collection, stamps, stencils, dies, embossing folders, that might all work together. They're all going to be in one pocket together, keep things together, use together, and then it's going to go in whatever pocket it fits in. But it doesn't matter if you're using a catalog, what's mixed with whatever, because it's the number is what's going to take you to that thing. So initially, as I switched over, because for those of you who follow me, you know, like I started pulling everything out of all these other containers just to get it all into this visible, accessible die stamp and supply organizers. And then I can easily take them out and put them into something else to demonstrate this is how this would fit if you were using a different organization tool. So when I did that, that kind of grouped, like there's lots of stencils and embossing folders together here, but there are embossing folders and stencils in other DSSTs as well. So that part seems kind of weird, but just think it's just a number, right? Just a number. So it makes it simple that way.
I just have somebody new that Mary's asking, what is GOC?
Oh, the GOC is the Get Organized Challenge. We used to do it live on Tuesdays a couple times a year. We have some weird technology things going on, so I haven't been doing it live. However, Barb Carlson is hosting what she calls the unofficial Get Organized Challenge. And even though she's using the word unofficial, is 100% sanctioned. She knows the GOC inside out, upside down, and backwards, and she's sharing all the older materials with that on Facebook. So if you're interested in going through that process, Barb has rounded things up before the website came to an end so that she can continue to post and share those things. So big shout out to Barb, all of you who have taken an unofficial Get Organized Challenge. Great job, Barb, and thank you so much for doing that.
Jennifer wants to know any suggestions for diamond painting storage.
No. It depends how you store your diamond dots, right? So I would think that something like the 6-drawer storage and supply case where you could group your diamond dots either by color or by project might work well. Diamond dots very similar to jewelry in the way, in the way things are used and the shapes and sizes and that type of thing. So the challenge I have with both jewelry and diamond dots is that my brain works in this way of I need to store it how I use it whenever possible. And so locking those things down into neat little bins that are numbered by color per project, I don't really have a good solution for it, which is why you haven't seen any solutions for it. But
Yet.
I wish I did. Yet. Susie's saying yet, because it is something that I'm constantly thinking about and playing with.
All right. Lori wants to know, she says, I'm more of a seamstress / quilter. Question, what do you recommend for fat quarters or 2.5-inch strip storage?
Fat quarters fit beautifully in the 9x4, which I didn't really realize. I have them also in the 5x7 here, but they actually fit better and you can get more of them in the 9x4 toolbox. And the 9x4 is available for sure today on the Stamps of Life website. So you can get about a third again as many in the 9x4. So there's the fat quarter. And then when you talk about the 2.5-inch strips, are you rolling those? I'm not a quilter, so I think that's what we kind of call a jelly roll, right? Where they're all kind of rolled together. And I bet those would fit Susie. Behind you in the calyx, probably 3 cubes over at the bottom is the new fat quarter storage that we're working on. No, keep going. Hang on a second. Maybe it's not there. Oh, yeah, right here. This one. Oh, sorry.
Right there.
And I think that I have. So this is my little sample set for this. This is on its way. So I think if you're talking about this, which looks to be about 2.5 inches, if you roll your strips, would they go? So if you're rolling your strips, that's how they're going to look in the 9x4. But the new fat quarter storage, so these little tabs are going to hook through these slots. And this allows you to put this on the shelf and to have the back, the front bin connect to all the bins behind it. So it will pull out. And then they just tuck into the slots here. I don't have my glasses on, so difficult to see both the tab and the slot, right? So that they tuck in like that, and then the front one will pull the back ones. So you can get 3 of these in a calyx, 3 deep, again, and then this is, right, they were designed with fat quarter storage. They're going to come with a hard plastic card like this, so that you can fold up your fat quarters easily around the folding card. Just makes it a little bit simpler to always get them the exact same size. So these are, I think production on these is complete. I don't know where they are in the shipping process, but I really thought that they would be here in December, so they could be arriving at any time. I will keep you abreast of them. I'm trying to do this without looking. That's not working. There we go. So you can see how the front bin will pull the other bins. And depending on how deep your shelves are, 3 fit in a calyx. But if I have a girlfriend, Shauna, she has like 20-inch deep cabinets, then she could get 5 of them deep in the cabinets. I'm pretty sure they're 4 inches deep. They're 1, 2, 3. Oh, they're 5. So yeah, so she can get 4 of them 5 inches deep in a 20-inch cabinet. So it just makes it really easy to just pull from the back and see everything. So these are sooner than later arriving, and we will keep you abreast of that and who is actually going to carry them. They also work for other craft supplies as well, not just fat quarters, quilting, but that's what they were designed for. What else you got, sis?
Lori's asking, she says, I have the Misty. It is 8x10 and approximately 1 inch.
Yeah.
What's the best bag to store it in?
The 1-inch store and go bag is the best bag to store your Misty in. I think I have one right here on my shelf. So let me clean up my little workspace a little bit here, and I will see. I'm pretty sure it's right. It's right down here. If it's not right here. The joy of wheels, everybody. You know, I love it. So, this is the 1-inch store and go bag, and I've got Misty, the stamp scrub in there. I did used to have a little bottle of stamp cleaner in there and some grid paper, but it fits perfectly in the 1-inch store and go bag. And even now this has been made just a little bit longer. So if you were carrying some stamp cleaner in there, it's going to fit even better because you're going to have just a little bit longer space to put that in. So this is a perfect solution for the Misty or similar tools. So if you are using stamping platforms, these are good bags for stamping platforms as well, right? So the smaller ones, because they have all those springy legs and stuff. So this is a good way to keep them sort of contained and protected, especially if you like to travel with them. So this is the 1-inch store and go bag.
All right. Lori wants to know storage for mini cinch and cartridges.
Story for mini cinch and cartridges. Mini cinch, multi cinch. That is the 9x6 toolbox. So I have got all 6 cartridges in there. I haven't used all of them yet even, right? There's the machine. There's a cartridge in the machine. So I guess there's technically 7 cartridges, right? I've got 6 here and then I've got 1 in there. So it fits great in. Now, depending on, again, your how you use it, what your room is like, you can also store this in the Slide Station store number 5. I don't have it on this shelf right now, but I have my other, before I got the multi-cinch, I stored my regular mini cinch in the, I think number 5 slide stash in the store. But especially if you're going to travel with it, it stores really nicely in the 9x6 toolbox.
All right, we're getting close to our time.
Oh,
So
I'm supposed to.
You want to remind everybody?
Yes.
I have a couple more questions.
I'm supposed to start off with reminding you, if you're new, welcome. I'm supposed to tell you how to ask a question. Skipped all that today. But we give away a $25 gift certificate every week. So you can't win the gift certificate unless you comment, ask a question, can share with us where you are or how long you've been following. Maybe you're brand new and this is your first time. But get your name into the mix because Katie is going to pull a winner here in about 8 minutes, 7 minutes. So you don't want to miss out on that.
All right. Deb has a scrap rack question. Is there a way we can purchase the page sampler collection?
No. Scrap rack page samples? Yeah, no. There isn't a sampler anymore. I wish there was.
All right. Sally wants to know, did you stock all of your zipper bags? I love them. Can we still order them?
No, I didn't. We didn't stop them. There are a whole bunch more. There's all these new ones coming because the original ones were designed to fit in the the Crafter's Companion portable workstation, portable craft room, their big roller bag. So they were weird sizes and they didn't actually fit craft supplies or paper crafting supplies. And so now people love them. We have a whole new set of them coming out, as well as a reorder on the original sizes that are 12 by 12, 8 by 8, 6 by 6 type sizes. They pack in all together. They're a little bit more paper crafting friendly sizes.
All right. And
they are coming.
Lori wants to know, what's the best buddy bag for Close to My Heart stamp pads?
Best buddy bag for Close to My Heart stamp pads is going to be the Barbara buddy bag, or which will hold 10, or the 9x4 toolbox, which will hold 15.
Mary wants to know, which site do I search for product solutions?
Crafterscompanion.com. The is, if you're, and you can just type into the search box how to organize dies, or how to organize stamps, and some of the blog posts and videos will pop up will populate in the blocks there along with products. You'll see both things.
How can I store Tim Holtz 2-ounce alcohol inks? They're larger, 4 by 0.25 by 1.375.
They're larger. Yeah, so this is, this is just under 3 inches. So that sounds like that's what she was talking about, right? Or did you say 4 inches?
4 point, I already deleted it.
4 points. So that's probably, what did I do with those other Tim Holtz things? How tall is this? Nope, that's only 3 1/4. Give us the dimensions again, please. 4.25. Maybe it's this size. It looks like this size. So that is going to be in the Gale Buddy bag or the Katja Buddy bag. Gale is going to hold 8. Katja is probably going to hold 20. I think you can get 5 per section, and there are 4 sections on that. I think. I believe.
That is all of the questions.
Okay, let's see if I have anything else here in the feed from Misty. We got that. Zipper bags, we got that. I think we got them all today, ladies. Nice job. I can try not to skip anything here. All right, my friends. Our hour is coming to a close. Katie's drawing a winner probably right now. So just a couple of reminders. Black Friday week happens all week on crafterscompanion.com. So if you log into crafterscompanion.com right now, you go crafterscompanion.com /collections /totally Tiffany, or maybe totally -Tiffany. I can't remember. but one of those two things. That'll bring up all the Totally Tiffany products. You can scroll through, and then it looks like there's not a lot, but there's a little tab at the bottom that says load more. So if you're not seeing what you want, make sure you get to the bottom and hit that load more. Everything's on sale this week. So, and the price, I think the things range from 30% up. So some stuff is bundled and there's a bigger discount, and some of the clearance stuff is on a bigger discount. So you don't want to miss out on that. Again, even though this sale goes all week long, we always sell out of things when we're having a big sale like this. So get what you need as fast as you can, so that if you wait till Sunday, you may not see those things. Next question, I know you're thinking, is there a Cyber Monday sale? Yes, there will be. It is a coupon sale, so you'll have to watch your email for that. So for some reason you don't get what you need before Black Friday sale ends, you'll have one more opportunity. Cyber Monday, I think it's 20% off. My understanding is the Black Friday sale is better than the Cyber Monday sale, but you will still have an opportunity on Cyber Monday to scoop up a few things if you didn't get what you needed during this sale. Okay, let's see. All right, my friends, a little bit of a drum roll. Julie Urbick Gibson, you are this week's winner of the Totally Tiffany $25 gift certificate. So what you need to do, if you don't already have a Club Inspire account, please go online and sign up for Club Inspire, and then shoot off an email to prizes with an S at crafterscompanion.com. That's prizes with an S at crafterscompanion.com, and let them know that you are this week's winner, and they will load that $25 right into your Club Inspire account. All right, my crafty friends, thank you so much for joining me. Please remember that you can get the 9x4 toolbox on the stampsoflife.com website now, but she will have the 9x6 and the 5x7 back in stock either late this week or early next week. We hope, the warehouse is going to be very, very busy after the warehouse sale getting those orders out. So, but they're going to do their best to get those out for the stampsoflife.com. So thanks so much for joining me today. I will hopefully see a whole bunch of you, or all of you, at Paper Crafters workshop tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern time, 5 p.m., 8 p.m. Paper Crafters workshop. We'll be talking
6 p.m. for us.
all about 6 p.m. for us if you're in Arizona Mountain Time. We'll be talking all about how to organize, or what Totally Tiffany products work well in your Kallax, IKEA Kallax cubes. All right, my friends,